Welcome back, guys. This is President Diplog Academy. Today, we'll be talking about DeFi and CeFi. Now, what is DeFi? DeFi is the short form of decentralized finance. Decentralization refers to the transfer of control and decision making from a central entity, individual, organization, or group thereof to a distributed network. Why CeFi means centralized finance is a system whereby financial institutions, governments, banks, investment companies, stocks, exchanges, and others have central control over the flow of money and specific financial transaction. It relates to all traditional finance service. Now, let me break it down for you guys. DeFi is a short form of decentralized finance, which means everything are being controlled under a decentralized way. It has no authority, it has no government to control it, it has nobody that has power over it or any intermediary or any third party. But what it is decentralized. Why centralized finance, which is CeFi, it has a government that is controlling it or an authority that is controlling it that they are monitoring it. It says here that government, investment company, exchange and others has central control over the flow of the money. Yes, they have central control over it. Why? That is the opposite side of DeFi. DeFi has no one to control it because it is decentralized. Now let's move on so that you can understand better. Now, DeFi or decentralized finance is an umbrella term of financial service on a public blockchain primarily known as Ethereum. With DeFi, you can do most things that banks support. Yes, under DeFi, you can do most things that banks support. Even though DeFi has no authority, like there has nobody to control them, there has no government that is controlling it, even though they don't have it. But you can still do things that you can do on your centralized finance, you can still do them on your decentralized finance. Now, what are these things? You can earn interest by staking, borrow, lend, buy insurance, trade derivatives, assets, and more. But it's faster and doesn't require paperwork or third party, which is the opposite of silver. Here on decentralized finance, which is DeFi, you can do all these things, either borrowing, staking, or earning, or trading, and you can do all these things without you getting a paperwork or a certificate or anything. You can do all these things on DeFi. But why on CeFi, you can only do all these things by the help of your paperwork, and the government are the one that will have to they will be the one to tell you that you should be able to do this, do that, do this before you can have access to these things. Now, let me give you guys an example. In our normal bank right here, before you can open a bank, you need to be up to 18. Now, if you're up to 18 and you still don't have your NIN, you not still open the bank. So that is just it. But on DeFi aspect, you might not even up to 10 years old self, you can have a crypto wallet, you can have a crypto account, because it doesn't deal with you bringing any paperwork. Now let's continue. As a crypto generally, DeFi is a global P2P, yes, peer-to-peer or person-to-person, meaning direct between two people not routed through a centralized system. Yes. Now, this simply means that assuming you have a crypto wallet, I also have a crypto wallet, and I'm getting something from you, and you have a crypto wallet, I also have a crypto wallet, and we agreed on me paying through cryptocurrency. Probably I'm not paying through cash. So I can easily send my coin from my edge here down to you, and you receive it successfully. You can see this is person to person, peer to peer. It doesn't have any third party or anybody who have to control anything or any stuff like that. Not on our centralized finance. Your centralized finance, before you have to send money to someone, after you making a transaction from your own edge here, the bank will now have to make the transaction also, so that the person can easily receive the money. And unfortunately, if the money did not go through, you still have to go to the bank and complain, and they will start giving you all this thing that they will have to be giving you, so that they can take your money. So that is that about decentralized finance and centralized finance. So let's go on. What is DeFi? A movement that uses a open source distributed network to transform traditional finance products into a reliable and transparent protocol without intermediaries. And how does this work? And what is this open source distributed network that we are talking about? It is blockchain system. That is the open source network we are talking about, because blockchain is a system that contains all transactions that contains all transactions that record all crypto transaction. That is what we call blockchain. And now is a movement that uses open source distributed network to transform traditional finance products into a reliable and transparent protocol. Yes, blockchain is very transparent to the extent that if you did a transaction 20 years ago on your account, you can easily go through it and search for that transaction, and it will bring it out if you're having the hash tag of the transaction ID of the account, instead of your centralized finance, whereby if you make any transaction anyhow, they'll be telling you that you did not do the transaction, to the extent that they will tell you that the money that is being removed from your bank, like the bank doesn't know anything about it. Just imagine that. Now, what is the difference between decentralized finance and centralized finance? Before we move on, without intermediary, authority, central body, or even government, remember, DeFi is the open source network, which is blockchain technology. Yes, I said that earlier. Blockchain technology. With the help of this blockchain, that is why we can say this is DeFi. If there's no blockchain, there's nothing called DeFi, because it is the blockchain that makes all transaction transparent, or transaction be on decentralized, that nobody is holding or controlling it. Now, let's continue. The key difference between DeFi and CeFi is the level of decentralization and permissionless access. DeFi aims to create a more decentralized and open financial system that is accessible to everyone without the need of intermediaries or any central authority. While on the other hand, CeFi on the other hand is based on traditional banking model, which relies on intermediaries and a central authority to provide financial service. Now, you should be able to understand what DeFi and CeFi is. Now, let me break it down for you guys. When you are talking about DeFi can be classified as cryptocurrency on a whole, how will I put it? Talking about DeFi on its own, you can say cryptocurrency in general is DeFi. Now, talking about CeFi on its own, CeFi is just like our financial system, each country financial system, or financial institution rather, or the banking system. So that is what we call CeFi. Now, talking about DeFi in cryptocurrency, DeFi is just a method of you having your crypto assets safe and nobody is controlling it. You only have access to it. You can do and undo to your crypto. You can do and undo to your assets. If, on the other hand, on CeFi, if you have money in your bank, there are limitations on your money. There are limitations, yes, because sometimes the bank will tell you that you can only withdraw this amount. If you have exceeded this amount, you may not be able to withdraw on this particular day. But on the other hand, on DeFi, there's no limitation. You can do as many transactions you like, as many transactions you like. So that is that about DeFi and CeFi. And moreover, on your CeFi, which is our centralized finance, which is our banking, you can borrow money, lend the bank money, open a fixed deposit and start saving so that you can earn interest. And also all these things also, you can also do them on DeFi also. You can also borrow on DeFi. You can also stake on DeFi, open a crypto wallet and stake your coin and earn also. And also you can also lend also. You can also borrow, you can lend, and you can also stake. What I'm trying to say in essence is that all what you can do on your CFA financial service, which is your centralized finance, you can also do them on your decentralized finance. The only difference is that decentralized finance is has a level of decentralization, like anyone can access it. And DeFi aims to create a decentralized and open financial system. Yes, and open. Like one may say something is open, like something that is transparent, that people can see, not that something that there will be some hindrance over it, something that people can see and people can also access. There's no limitation, there's no age limitation to decentralized finance, but on centralized finance there's age limitations. Yes, on decentralized finance there's age. You can't expect probably a 10 years old or a 20 years old person to go to the bank to say I want to apply or obtain a loan of 1 million naira. They will not give him. Even if they want to give this person, they'll have to the paperwork this person will have to go through, the stress this person will have to go through, go and do this, go and do that, go and pick this, go and so for you to be able to ignore all this stress, you can easily access a DeFi account. And this DeFi decentralized finance we are talking about, it doesn't have any age limit that okay, this so age can only open an account on a decentralized finance, can only no. As long as you have your smartphone and you have a data connection, you can also do all these things also. Now, under this DeFi, we have so many benefits, we have so many things under this DeFi. That is where we have the trading, the staking, the buying and selling. We have so many things, so many things, so many things under this DeFi. While we also have so many things under CeFi also. So that is that about DeFi and CeFi. I hope you understand what DeFi means and CeFi means. DeFi means decentralized finance, known as our cryptocurrency. Why CeFi means centralized finance, which is also known as our banking system. I hope you find this video helpful. If this is your first time watching our video, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on the notification button. And if you have any question, kindly drop them below so that we can answer you. So that will be all. See you next time.